Next week, the Duke of Sussex will return to the UK to attend his father's massive coronation. May 6th is a big day. King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla will be officially crowned at Westminster Abbey in London. Charles' ceremony will look much different than Queen Elizabeth's in 1953. We're told that he wants a much more intimate coronation than his mother had. And here to give us details, Charlie Lankston, assistant editor for the Daily Mail and correspondent for the New Royal Channel. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Before we get to Prince Harry, I got to ask you, does King Charles want a more cozy ceremony because he's all of a sudden warm and fuzzy? Or is this really because he knows that it won't be as highly attended, it won't have as much pomp and circumstance, following in such big shoes as those his mother wore as queen?
It's actually for a very different reason altogether. Even before Charles ascended to the throne, he made very clear his desire for a slimmed down monarchy. Now, the reason that he wants that so much is because he wants to really get rid of the image of the royal family as being one of opulence, of wealth, of glittering tiaras. Charles really wants to focus the royal family's attention on their service, on their charitable works, and kind of get rid of that big show of wealth that they are very well known for around the world. So he's doing what is called a slimmed down coronation, which will see fewer people in attendance. It will see fewer glitzy tiaras, big diamonds, all of that kind of thing, because he wants the world to understand that that is not what his focus is as king.
You know, I think a lot of people are focused on the family drama in Britain and here in the States. Let's talk about Harry. He's attending the event solo. It's the first time he's going to be seeing his family since Queen Elizabeth's funeral and since the launch of his book, Spare. How is he expected to be received, especially as Meghan is not attending, staying in the U.S. for their son Archie's birthday?
You know, nobody in the royal family is going to cause drama unnecessarily. I think everyone knows that this day is about Charles. Quite frankly, it's a day that Charles has been waiting for his entire life. And I don't think that anyone within the royal circle would do anything to overshadow that. I think Harry will be very quiet. I think he will keep a very background role. We can't expect to see him engaging a huge amount with his brother, with his father, with his sister-in-law, Kate. I think if he's going to be seen with any member of the royal family, it's going to be Eugenie, who he has a very close relationship with. And Eugenie also takes more of a background role as a member of the royal family because she's not part of that senior circle. So it makes sense for her and Harry to kind of align and, you know, perhaps even sit next to one another. But Harry is not going to be at the forefront of this event. He is no longer a senior working royal, and he therefore doesn't get the kind of starring role that Kate and William will do because they are still active members of the royal family.
Yes, and the heirs to the throne. Charlie Lankston, thank you so much for being with us all the way from the UK. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.